It's about time we got transparent. Y'all are going to learn some things about me in this story. I was advised to not tell this tale because the weight of online and public embarrassment is going to be upon me, but what happened in the story happened so long ago. It's behind me now. I barely care. I guess I am kind of cheating because the majority of this story does take place the summer after I graduated from being a sophomore. And some of it does take place when I was a junior, like the first weeks of being a junior, but I'll just go ahead and count as the tail from the 10th anyway, considering that I was still a sophomore during that summer. So it's nighttime. I'm at home, cooling, playing Fortnite with my boy Nick. I think it was 4 rounds in that we were playing at this point. I get a text from my boy Gavin on Snapchat. Now I'm imagining to go and pick up my phone, see a text message like, yo, y'all on, and be like, yeah, I bet we on right now. If you want to come through, we in the lobby, ready up. When I pick up my phone, that is not the message that I had received. The message that I have received was something cryptic. It says something like, "You got your friend." Fuck that mean? Now again, this happened quite a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly what the message said, but it said something along those lines. And I didn't like what it entailed. I go back into game chat in Fortnite, and I'm like, yo Nick, have you checked up on Gavin recently? No, why, what's up? He just sent me this weird text. It said like, "We got your friend," or whatever. The hell? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Yo, let me text him real quick. As we're sitting here trying to figure out this confusion, figure out this supposed situation and conundrum going on, I get another message, but it's not text. It's a voice message. And it sounds like, using my memory, it sounds like people running and people laughing. I really don't like what that entails. I go back to my boy Nick and I'm like, yo, I just got another message. Our boy might be in some real danger here. I don't know if it's exactly morphing time or not, but we may have to call somebody. We may just have to call the troops. Cause it sounds like for sure he getting chased down by Pennywise or something. Somebody in the background laughing at his horror, and I'm not exactly sure if I like this or not. Go back to talking to Nick as he keeps trying to text Gavin to get a hold of him and be like, yo, are you okay? What's going on? Like, do you need help? Do you need 911? We got you. And while I'm talking to him, my phone starts to vibrate and ring on my bed. Not a good sign. Oh shit. What's up? I may have to mute. I'm getting a call from Gavin right now. Now cautiously, I pick up the phone. I'm like, yo, Gavin, you there? You good? What's going on? You straight? You need help? And instantly hear a voice that I don't recognize. Now in the back of my head, I'm like, hold on, yo, you better let my people go. Where the bros, you got me fucked up. You really think that we ain't gonna find you? As if we don't run this town. We are familiar. Everywhere you look, and with one phone call, our little homie's gonna be on your ass, ready to send you sleeping with the fishes. Look, this friend group called them out for a reason. Fuck around and find out if you want to. Quit playing. Give me my friend back. But I don't say that. What I do say is, your brother Gavin, you there? Brother Gavin? Hello? I don't know this, brother Gavin, can you hear me? So as I'm listening to the other person on the other side of this line, I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Feel assault in it. I hear the voices of 2 girls and Gavin in the background? And they all sound like they're doing some form of laughing or just trying to, hold in their humor. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, okay, well, clearly this is a prank. But I still don't know what's happening here. I'm a bit confused on the context of the situation, so I just gonna come out and ask the question, who are y'all? And they bust out with, oh, we just some of Gavin's friends that live on the street. Word? So the voice message and that was all part of that's all part of the prank. How did you get his phone? Oh, we just went ahead and took it when he wasn't looking. It seems to me that we are dealing with some sort of kindred spirit. Now as I'm sitting here talking with these pranksters, Gavin, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, y'all are talking weird right now. Like, what's going on over there? Like, y'all in the forest. Y'all hungry as hell. Y'all got some, like, y'all talking weird as hell to me right now. I don't know what's going on over there. We continue to talk. And then one of the girls asked me a question like, yo, where you stay at? I'm like, in town. Think of a place. I'm probably close to that. I'm in town. And she go, yo, can we pull up and get some food? I'm like, hold on, now wait a second. We just met, like, 3 minutes ago. Well, I don't even know nobody's name at this point, mind you, YouTube. I don't know nobody's name. I don't know nobody. Mama maiden name. I don't know nobody. So, one, you talking weird. Two, you come to my house asking for food. These are starting to sound like the specific side effects of, if you catch my drift. Now, regardless of how weird I thought the situation was, I decided I may as well just keep talking to him, because ain't a friend of Gavin, may as well be a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? I kept talking to him, listening about how hungry they were. Shit, listening to them made me hungry. Then we hung up the phone with them, going back to their homes. I report back to Nick, let him know that Gavin's straight, and we just continued on with the night. Now, fast forward a bit. I don't know how far you gotta fast forward, but fast forward a bit, and I get another DM on Snapchat from one of the girls. Now, everyone, meet Eleanor. Eleanor is one of the girls that Gavin was hanging with that night, and Eleanor is the main focus of this tale. She DMs me, reminding me that she's one of the girls from our past conversation. We DM back and forth for like a few weeks, few days, maybe, consistently. She has to see what I look like, send her a photo. She sends me a photo of what she looks like. She look good. Talked for a while, long enough for me to earn a nickname. That being Blicky. You know, like a gun, yeah. Cause I'm dark skinned and my voice. And then one day she calls me. She was with her friends. She was in the same forest as before. And it was during this phone call that I let go of the suspicion and accepted it as fact that they were hanging around Mary Jane. Now, that was the last time I spoke with her. As of that moment, fast forward to a month, 2 months. I remember being on Snapchat, and then I saw her story, and her story said something on the lines of this. Now my first thought was, hold up, wait a minute, put a little salt in it. I'm a nosy fella, but do I want to know who this is referencing? Do I need to get involved in that? And so I'm like, nah, I would just put that to the side. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it rock. None of my business, nor my concern. Or that's what I thought. No one ever told me this, not only in terms of this situation, but just in general. No one ever told me that I was really bad at online communication. No one told me. It took me a while just to go back and be like, yo, all these paragraphs, all these complete sentences, no abbreviations, no emojis. I was bad. I was damn near bad. And I barely start. I didn't even start convo. I was very bad at online communication. I had to figure that out the hard way. I was back on Fortnite with Nick and Gavin. I brought up the story to Gavin. I was like, hey, yo, who is this story of Eleanor's related to? Is it any of us? Is it anybody that we don't know? Hey, if it's none of my business, none of my concern, you can keep it that way. However, I'm curious to see who's getting hit with this bullet here, because there's a lot of disrespect on my screen. Because delusional is crazy. Whoever's getting hit with the delusional bullet, that's gotta hurt. I just need to know, who is it? Rio, that's for you. What you mean? Yeah, Illinois has told me that you are dry. like completely dry. She says she's never seen worse texting in her life. Like this is bad. And hearing it, I'm like, damn, that hurt. You wouldn't have told me? I mean, well, I know now, but you couldn't have just, hey, you asked, leave. You had to make a story about it? You made it public? We didn't meet publicly. We met on a prank. We met on a joke, and you made the situation into turning me into a joke? Like, I can understand being frustrated about somebody that has the inability to keep up comms, but what I can't get up here is why you make it public. Because the people that can see your story are the people that you follow and are friends with on Snapchat. At least from my memory. I don't have Snapchat anymore, so from my memory, I think that's how it worked. So for the people that you were talking to and friends with on Snapchat, only them can see it. Bet money, 99% of them don't know / don't give a fuck about me. Why make my bad texting ability public to an audience that doesn't care about me? That doesn't make sense in my head. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to sit here and make this video and act like I'm still butthurt about the situation, because I'm definitely not. Was I offended at the time? Yes, as any normal person would be. But sitting here making this video, I was like, hold up, wait a minute, put a little salt in it. If she hadn't done that, I wouldn't have noticed that I was so bad at texting. If she hadn't posted that Snapchat story, I would have noticed my fault. Now, is there a better way to let me know? Yes, absolutely. Private DM. But I was still let know, and in a way, I kind of had to thank her for doing so. However, two small things. One, really should have been a fucking private DM. And two, delusional is insane. It's crazy. It's a wrong adjective. Delusional means I don't know reality. I know reality. You want a proper adjective? I'm stupid. I'm stupid because stupid means I'm not knowledgeable of that reality. It's there. I'll be able to acknowledge it. I just can't because I'm dumb. Hey, I can't really say much because at the end of the day, I still fumble the bag. It's my L to hold. And this is when we get into junior year, the first couple weeks. I go into the cafeteria for breakfast. I sit down next to my boy. We'll call him Bread. That's his nickname. Yes, like the loaf. I tell him about the situation. I say, I met with Gavin's friends. We spoke for a bit. It was on a prank. I figured out that she was hanging around Mary Jane. Catch my drift. Figured out that I was dry. She posted on her Snapchat story. She made it public. Basically tried to humiliate me. And here we are. Let him know the whole situation. He asked, well, what she look like? I said, oh, long hair. I think she was Latina. And Brett said, hold on. Brett stopped me. He was like, wait a second. Say that again? Say what? What you just said? She was Latina? And what did she do? Many things. She did many things. But who did she hang around with? Mary Jane? Did you catch my drift? And then Brett started to chuckle a little bit. He was like, yo, you were not gonna be able to handle that. You were not gonna be able to handle that. And I asked him, what do you mean? He says, let's think about this, right? You've never had a girl before. Never had a girl. You were definitely not prepared for what she was about to hand you. Because think about it this way, there's a lot of drama and commitment when it comes to being in a relationship. And if you were to get with her, that's a whole nother can of worms that I don't think you're ready for quite yet. Well, taking your analogy, what puts her level so much higher above mine? Like, what's the difference here? I don't get it. Well, you know how in movies, when you see the one Spanish girlfriend and she's really obsessive, like really clingy, like really romantic, and you just said she was off Mary Jane, and you just said she was ready to humiliate you? you were not gonna be able to handle that. Damn, I think you're right. But that movie, Spanish Girlfriend part, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's the case by case thing. I think you're wrong. And then Brad proceeds to tell me about his experience with a few Latino women, and after listening to him, that brother was spitting. that brother was spitting. But yeah, if I had to slap a moral on this tale, I guess I would just say, people at home, people at YouTube, be aware of your faults. Because if you're not, you will be aware of them, either publicly or privately. You will be made aware of them, either publicly or privately. And it's very important how you respond to it. You can't crash out. If you do, you just make the situation a whole lot worse. It's very important how you respond to it. Actually, I have an activity for everyone at home. Just for this activity, you gotta put your pride to the side. And what I want you to do is create a pros and cons list for yourself. Know what you're very good at and know what you're very ass at. If I had done that back then, I guarantee you this tale wouldn't happen. But yeah, if you enjoyed the tale, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, subscribe down below, and I will catch you on the flip.